Okay, so let's jump right in. When we talk about the Christian story, it's so easy to just look backwards, right? To focus on everything Christ has already done. But that's really only half the picture. The whole narrative, the entire thing, is built on the promise of what he will do. Think of it like a story in two parts. And honestly, it's that second part that makes the first one make complete sense.
And what's so fascinating is how the whole story is framed by these two, well, polar opposite appearances. His first coming, super quiet, incredibly humble. A king born in a manger, right? But the second coming, totally different story. We're talking about the complete opposite, a visible, glorious, can't-miss-it return of a king and all his power.
And here's something we've got to get straight. This isn't some fuzzy spiritual idea or just a symbolic thing. The earliest accounts are super specific about this. Just look at this quote. The promise is for a personal, visible, physical return. So the same Jesus who left is the exact same Jesus who's coming back. No metaphors here.
Okay, so if he's coming back as a king, what does that even look like? Well, this is where the story it kicks into high gear. We have to turn to the book of Revelation for this, because it paints this incredibly vivid, powerful, and honestly, an unforgettable picture of the moment the king is revealed to the whole world.
And the vision kicks off with this just powerful image, a rider on the white horse. Right away, you know the tone is completely shifted. This isn't a gentle teacher anymore. It's not the suffering servant. No, this is the classic universal symbol of a conquering king, a triumphant general riding back at the head of his army, ready to make everything right.
And then you get this next detail, and it's pretty startling. He's wearing a robe that's been dipped in blood. Now, this isn't just for shock value. There's some deep symbolism here. It's all about righteous judgment, the kind that finally answers for all the injustice in human history. It's this powerful image of finality, where every single wrong is dealt with and justice wins.
And just in case the imagery wasn't clear enough, he has this name written on his robe for everyone to see: King of Kings and Lord of Lords. There's no room for misinterpretation there, right? No question about who's in charge. It's the ultimate, final, definitive statement. He is sovereign over everything. Period.
So all of this incredible imagery, it points to this great reversal that's right at the heart of the story. Think about it. Every single moment of humiliation and pain from his first coming gets completely flipped on its head. The one who was mocked, he'll be honored by all creation. The one who wore a crown of thorns, he will finally wear the crown of the entire universe. It's a total turnaround.
This brings us to a really crucial point. It's like a perfect balance in the story. You can think of it like this. The cross, that was the moment where this incredible, unbelievable mercy was offered to everybody, no strings attached. But the return, that's the moment where perfect justice is finally revealed. And they're not opposites. They're just two sides of the same epic story of redemption.
But hey, this return isn't just about judgment. It's also about this incredible promise of new life. And here's the key idea. Christ's resurrection, it wasn't just a one-and-done historical event. It's the prototype. It's the blueprint, the absolute guarantee that his people will also be raised to a new, never-ending life. He went first to show the way.
Okay, let's tackle a really common misunderstanding here. A lot of times when people hear about this, they picture it as like an escape plan, right? Believers just get beamed up and leave this broken world behind. But that's not what the narrative is saying at all. It's pointing to something way more profound and, frankly, way more hopeful.
It's not about escape. It's about restoration. The promise isn't to just scrap the whole planet and start from scratch. No, the plan is to heal it, to renew it, to bring all of creation to the glorious state it was always meant to have. We're talking a complete, top-to-bottom restoration of heaven and earth.
So what does that restored world even look like? Well, imagine a place where everything sad has finally come untrue. No more tears, no more death, no more mourning, no more pain. And the best part? At the very heart of it all is that original connection being restored. God living with his people, face to face, once again.
This whole transformation from a broken world to a restored one is captured so perfectly in the settings of the story. Just think about it for a second. The story starts in a garden, a simple garden, with just two people. But how does it end? It ends in a massive, glorious city jam-packed with redeemed people from every single nation. That journey from the garden to the city, wow. It just shows you the incredible scale of the whole thing. So that brings us to the big question, maybe the most important one of all. So what? Why does any of this matter to you and me right now, today? It's a great story about the future for sure, but how is it supposed to change how we live our lives right here in the present?
Well, the sources are really clear on this. This hope is not about just sitting around and waiting. It's supposed to fuel an active, vibrant faith. It calls us to live with a real sense of urgency and purpose, to live with a hope that is absolutely unshakable, even when things get tough, and to live with integrity, with a holiness that reflects the King we're all waiting for.
And at the end of the day, what this does is it completely reframes how we see everything. I mean, you turn on the news or scroll through your feed, and it's so easy to feel like everything is just chaos, right? But this perspective, it offers a totally radical alternative. It says that underneath all that noise, the future of our world isn't chaos. It's a person. It is Christ.
And that leaves us with this final, powerful thought to hang on to. History isn't just a random, meaningless spiral into nothing. It's not out of control. No, according to this story, all of history is on a path. It's moving with purpose towards a definite, glorious, and incredibly hopeful destination. It's all moving toward Him.